Hello, everyone. How are you? Thank you so much, Melanie, for having me on redcloverreads.com. First of all, I'd like to thank Armand and Vishu, your team, for all the great work that they do. It's really an honor to be interviewed by you and to be able to share my work. So, first, let me introduce myself. My name is Melissa Sue John. I'm a social psychologist by training, but today I'll be speaking to you as a author and a publisher of children's books. So the name of my company is Lauren Simone Publishing House, if you can see it. And it was named after my two daughters, Alyssa Simone and Olivia Lauren. So Lauren Simone. Our interest is in publishing and having access to diverse children's books where everyday children can see themselves in the stories that they read, regardless of gender, racial or national heritage, disability, special needs, and things of that nature. So currently we have 7 kid authors, 5 youth illustrators, and by youth I mean under 25 years old, and 4 adult authors. So we're a small company, but we're growing and our books are getting out there. Our mission, as I said, is really to have diverse stories with diverse characters told by their own voices. So people who identify in a certain way, live stories in a certain way, want to teach certain topics, right? So we focus a lot on science topics. And we just share our stories with the hope that children love our stories and continue to read them. So I'm just going to tell you the name of the books that we have. So we have Olivia Travels, which is a rhyming story about the different modes of transportation. We have Occupations A to Z, which is a reference guide to modern and traditional careers in case children are interested in what do I want to be when I grow up and to explore careers they may not have heard about. Then there's Things We Wear, which is a cross-cultural take in understanding the purpose of clothing. So what's the function of the clothing? Who wears what? And what are the names of the different things that people wear? Which I think is very important as our culture is becoming more diverse and more integrated to be able to understand each other and to be able to communicate about what we're wearing. Then we have one book called Olivia Connects. So these are 4 books in the Olivia Lauren series. Olivia Connects is a historical and modern take on the different ways that we communicate. So first it starts out by talking about informal communication versus formal communication, but then it starts to talk about different ways we communicate, such as sign language or hieroglyphics, right? Typewriters versus telephones and tablets. So one of our youth authors, his name is Elijah. He's 4 years old and he's a darling. He tells his mother all these stories about dinosaurs. So his first book is called Elijah and His Invisible Friend. And it's the idea that children have pretend friends, right? They have pretend play friends that we can't see, but to them they're very real. So the book is about Elijah and his dinosaur. And then Sabrina wrote a book by herself, which is it's a very special book to us because it was written in a time where bullying is very popular. And we want children to be able to understand that, yes, children may be different from you, but we should still love and embrace. The title of the book is I May Not Be Like You, but We Can Still Be Friends. And the reason the book is special to us besides of its content is that this is one of the books that has every single character from our different authors, right? So it's like a crossover book where all the characters come together in this one story to tell that I may be different, but we can still be friends. Disco Balls of the Universe was written by our 9-year-old author. I don't know if you can see her picture. Imani Ariana Grant is a very creative, energetic child, and her little brother was learning about the planets, and she decided to write a poem about it. And we took that poem and got it illustrated by Simone and Zachary, and we turned it into a book. So here's a little girl teaching others about the planets. And then our most recent book is our first chapter book written by Yvette Phillips and also illustrated by Simone and Inez Clark. And it's the story of a princess whose animal friends get lost and the mission to find them. And it's magical with witches and everything. And perhaps you've heard a story similar, but you've never seen these characters, right? So when you think of a princess, maybe you think of someone with long flowing hair. But here's Alicia with her big poofy hair. So for kids that look like that, they can say, oh, I can be a princess too. So it's really about empowering children to see themselves, to give children mirrors in the books that they read. So currently we have 10 published children's books, and we have 2 coming out this year. One is about painting, and it's going to be by Madison Bishop, and the other is about plants, and this will be the second book by Imani Ariana Grant. So if you're interested in purchasing our books, you can go to our website, www.laurensimonepublishing.com. Our books are also available on Amazon.com. You can just search Lauren Simone Pubs, or you can search Olivia Lauren series. You can search Disco Balls of the Universe, Tale of Princess Alicia, or you can search by author's name. It's also available on barnesandnoble.com, and it probably is also in your local bookstore. Yes, we're very much in bookstores around the country, and if they don't have it, simply tell them that you saw us on redclover.com and you wanted to know if they could order our books, and I'm sure they'll be able to do that for you. So besides having our own authors, our own illustrators, and publishing these books, if you're interested in publishing your story but you need help, right? We can help you. We have resources. We can tell you all the pros and cons to using different platforms, and we would love to consult with you. So send us an email, laurensimonepubs@gmail.com. Just let us know what stage you're in and how you think, what kind of help you're looking for, and we can go from there. But if you already have your manuscript, feel free to email your manuscript to us, and we'll review it and we'll discuss the publishing options. And we would love for you to join our team. Finally, we would love if you could follow us on social media. We're both on Instagram and Facebook. So for Instagram, it's just Lauren Simone Pubs. And for Facebook, it's facebook.com/Lauren Simone Pubs. The reason you want to follow us is because we post all of our great events. We recommend children's books. We review, Olivia and Alyssa review children's books and tell what they think about it, recommend it. We also have our reviews by other people of our books if you want to read it before purchasing. And we have events. For example, on Friday, we met with 2 authors from Connecticut who presented their stories to us to 15 kids. So we have a book club that has 15 to 25 children aged 6 to 13. It's called LOL Book Club. And this was the brainchild idea of Imani Ariana Grant. And it's just a fun way for children to be involved in reading. And really, the idea is to promote literacy, to promote thinking, critical thinking, vocabulary, language skills. And we just want our children to enjoy reading. They say no child hates reading. It's either they love to read or they haven't found a book that they love as yet, right? So the goal is just to get kids to love reading. And it's not that we're against screens like tablets or television or cell phones, but we just want to get kids in an imaginary world where they can have windows and walls and mirrors and see themselves and dream and think imaginatively. So we hope you'll join us on our adventure. Visit us at www.laurensimonepubs.com. Thank you so much, Melanie. Have a good one.